Good morning. I think it's almost 10 o'clock. Let me make sure I have this on my computer so I can see what you're seeing. All right. All right. And it's 10 o'clock. I'm Stampin' Dee Dee, and this is Third Thursday Mystery Card. One of my favorite Facebook Lives of the month. I love Mystery Card. You know that. And I'm always looking for cards that are unique and that lend themselves to the mystery card. And I did this one on a group the other day, and I loved it. And I thought, I'm going to turn this into a mystery card. So I worked to do that, and now we're going to see how it goes. Hi, Kay. I see you came on. All right. So we're going to get right to it. I just wanted to say hi and let you know that I am on Facebook Live every Thursday. Some Thursdays I do a technique, some I just demonstrate a card. I started this month on Tuesday doing a Dying to Know presentation featuring a stamp and die set and just showing you what all those pieces do. So the thing is, next month, in October, it's going to have to be the third Tuesday of the month. So I'll publicize that. It won't be the first Tuesday. It won't be the second Tuesday. It's going to have to be the third Tuesday. And then I hope to get back to first Tuesdays. All right, so let's get to the mystery card. I hope you've had time to gather your supplies. I hope you're going to play along with us. That's always fun to have you making the card along with us. All right. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. If it's live and if it's a replay, then I'll check back and see if there are any questions there. So you can watch the replay on this business page, or you can watch it on YouTube. And you can see the clues and the samples on my blog. So, all right, we're going to get to it. Let me switch my phone, and just take a minute. All right, here we are. This is your first clue. These are the supplies that I hope that you've been able to gather. It's more fun, I think, to play along. But, so I'll give you just a minute to look over this. You've got a colored cardstock base of 11 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. You've got basic white or very vanilla, whatever color coordinates with your designer series paper. 5 1/4 by 4, and you're going to need 2 of those. And then you're going to cut 3 pieces of designer series paper. You're going to cut one at 2 3/4 square, one at 2 1/4 square, and one at 2-inch square. Then you're also going to need 3 pieces of the basic white or very vanilla, whichever you chose, one at 1 3/4 square, and 2 of them at 2.5-inch square. Then you'll need an image to stamp in a light coordinating color on the basic white or the very vanilla 1 3/4-inch piece. So the smaller of the 3 basic white or very vanilla pieces. Then you're also going to need to choose a sentiment to stamp a little bit darker on that same piece. Then on one of the 4 by 5 1/4 inch pieces, you're going to use an embossing folder and you'll emboss it. And then on the other one, you're going to, that'll be the inside. And so you can have a stamp and a sentiment, whatever you want to put on the inside. And then a coordinating ribbon approximately 15 inches long. So those are the things you need. All right. Kay, are you gonna make the card along with us? I hope so. I hope you will. And I hope there are others watching who maybe have not commented. Maybe you just like to be in the background. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And if you're on the replay, I hope you enjoy the mystery card. All right, here we go. Clue number 2. You're going to cut 5 inches of the ribbon and adhere it around the bottom 1 inch of the embossed piece. So cut 5 inches of your ribbon off, adhere it around the bottom about 1 inch up of the embossed piece. And I'll give you a minute to do that. And you can put done to when you're done. So you're just going to cut 5 inches off of your ribbon and adhere it around the bottom about 1 inch up of the embossed piece. One thing I love about these mystery cards, I try to pick cards that use designer series paper, that help us to use up our designer series paper. And you'll see on my samples, I used 3 different designer series papers, 3 different packs. And I love to be able to do that. Be sure and say done to when you're done. All right. I also love to see your cards. And I do hope that you will post a photo even on my Stampin' Dee Dee's Doings page or in the comments on my blog. I would love to see your card. All right. Here's clue 3, if I can pick it up. Now you're going to adhere the embossed piece to the card base. You're just going to adhere that to the card base. The steps, this is an easy card, and once you do it, you're going to want to do it over and over. It's got a different look with each time you do it. So done 3 when you've got that finished, and we'll go on to 4. You know, we had some really nice, cool days for just a little while, didn't we? And now it's heated back up again. I hope it won't be long before we can really enjoy the cooler temperatures. I love to take my coffee and sit outside in the mornings and have my quiet time, and I did that for a couple of days, and then I had to quit doing it. It got too warm. All right, here's clue 4. Now you're going to stamp the light image and the darker sentiment onto the smallest basic white or very vanilla piece. So you can just stamp an image on there real light, and then over that put your darker sentiment onto the smallest basic white or very vanilla piece. You know, I'm amazed when I go to the stores. There's so much Christmas stuff out. And although I've done some Christmas cards and, you know, have to begin doing that early on for classes and things, I'm not ready for Christmas. I'm really not ready to even think about Christmas. So I don't know. Some of you probably plan way ahead and you're ready for Christmas, but I'm not. In fact, I love fall. Fall is my favorite season. I love the colors of fall, the smells of fall, the feel of fall. I love the fall decorations. I love making fall cards. So I'm not ready for green and red yet. All right. So you're stamping a light image and then your sentiment in a darker ink on your base, on that smallest basic white or very vanilla piece. Let me know when you're done with 4. So have you gotten your fall decorations out yet? I'm seeing more and more fall decorations outside as I drive around. I put mine out right around Labor Day. That's when I get it out. I want them out as long as possible because I enjoy them so much. So I put stuff out. Now I start putting it out. It takes me a while to get it all out. But I'm done, and the empty boxes have gone back up in the attic. But I just love going from room to room and seeing fall decorations, fall colors. I love that. All right, you're stamping your image and your sentiment on that smallest piece. Say done for when you're done with that. All right. You know, that's a pretty small piece, so you don't have a whole lot of room. But it's amazing what you can do on that small little piece and how cool it looks. You know, I'm ready for the fall new TV series to start up. I'm tired of reruns. I've watched the reruns of all my favorite shows multiple times now, and I'm ready for the new the new fall season to start. All right. Are we done with 4? We ready for 5? Okay, you must be redoing yours. You probably didn't like the way it looked and you're redoing it. I know you. All right, I'm going to go to 5 because it kind of applies to 4. For clue 5, you're going to adhere this piece to the smallest piece of DSP, of your designer series paper. So now you're going to take this piece of basic white or very vanilla that you've just stamped on, and you're going to adhere it in the center of that smallest piece of designer series paper. So go ahead. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't scroll down. I didn't scroll down. Sorry, Kay. Yeah, I didn't. I needed to scroll down and I didn't do that. All right. So just adhere that piece and we're ready for the next clue. I better be more careful now and scroll down so I can see the comments as they come in. All right, do we have that glued down? The next couple of steps are really easy. Clue number 6, adhere the middle-sized piece of DSP onto one of the 2.5 by 2.5 inches piece of basic white or very vanilla. So you're going to take that middle-sized piece of designer series paper and glue it on to one of the remaining 2 basic white or very vanilla pieces. You're not doing anything to it, you're just gluing it on. Like I said, this is another way to use up designer series paper. I know these are little pieces, but it's a great way to use it up. I see my husband is on. All right, here's clue 7. So now you're going to adhere the other 2.5 by 2.5 inch piece of the basic white onto the largest piece of DSP. So this time you're gluing the basic white piece, or the very vanilla, onto that largest piece of designer series paper. You're not putting anything on it, you're just gluing it on. All right. Clint says he's a spectator only. I expected you to have your supplies out there, Clint. One of these days, I'm going to get him in here to make a card. One of these days. All right. Do we have that one glued down? Done, 7? Okay. You're just gluing the white onto the designer series paper. And for clue 8, now you're going to adhere that largest basic white, very vanilla, and designer series paper piece to the embossed card front centered above the ribbon. So find the largest one. It's the white glued on top of the DSP, and you're going to adhere that on the embossed card front, centered above the ribbon. So put done 8 when you've got that glued on. You're not going to use dimensionals yet, just glue, liquid or tape runner. All right. Done 8 when you're through with that one. All right. Now this one, so you're going to adhere the next smallest piece. And this is the one with the DSP on top of the basic white or very vanilla. On top of the first piece, turned at one corner turn, you want the point up, centered on the first piece. And you're just going to glue that down. So the next smallest piece, the Designer Series paper adhered onto the 2.5 by 2.5 inch piece of very vanilla or basic white, and but you're going to turn it a quarter of a turn where the point is up, centered on the first piece. Glue it down with glue. That's probably the only tricky step. And it's not tricky if you think about it. You're just gluing the next smallest piece down, only you're turning it a quarter of a turn so that the point is up. Done 9. Put done 9 when you're done with that. We're almost done with the card. All right, we're done with 9. Here's 10. Now with dimensionals, you're going to adhere that last piece, which is your stamped image and sentiment, onto the piece that's turned point up. So you're just going to adhere this one now with dimensionals. So put done 10 when you're done with number 10. Get this one adhered with dimensionals. These are just centered one on top of the other. All right, clue 11. Tie the remaining ribbon into a bow and attach with a glue dot to the ribbon on the embossed card front. Anywhere you want to put it on the ribbon. Okay, we've got our ribbon and our bow, and we've got our squares. So done 11 when you finished it, and you've got your bow on. Well, the hardest part for me would be tying the bow. Sometimes I can tie them so quickly. Other times, my fingers keep getting in the way and I can't get it tied. My ring to stay up. All right. And lastly, stamp the remaining 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece with your second sentiment and your image, or just the image, whatever you want to do for the inside. And if you want to wait and do the inside later, you can do that. I know, Kay, I know you like to put a couple of layers on the inside, so you can just hold off on that if you want to. All right. It's mystery card reveal time. So when you tell me you're done with 12, then I'm going to reveal the first mystery card. And I have no doubts that yours will look a whole lot like mine. All right, are we ready? All right, here we go. This is the first mystery card revealed. Let me see. Yep, there it is. So does yours look anything like this? Anything like it? And here's the inside. I just did the one layer. I did a real light stamp of the snowflakes. So I bet yours does. I bet yours looks a lot like that. What paper did you use, Kay? This one that I used is that 6 Lights Aglow. This is that 6 by 6 Lights Aglow paper. It is so pretty. So pretty. All right, here's card number 2. Different set of paper. And this is the teacup. Rings of Love. I love Rings of Love. I love that paper. There's the inside. I just stamped real lightly a couple of the teacups. You make each season of life even more beautiful. So, and on this one, I used the gingham embossing folder. On this one, I used the, what is that called? It has something to do with the typewriter. Time Worn Type. This one was the Time Worn Type. I don't know if you can see it. Turn it a little bit. Yeah, there it is. And then this one is the gingham embossing folder. All right. Now, the third one is a little different. I want you to see if you notice the difference. See if you notice the difference. Can you see the difference? So let me put them side by side, and I think you'll be able to see the difference. See the difference? So on this one, you just glued the first piece down, and the second piece is point up. On this one, you glue the first piece down, point up. But you have to stamp diagonally, or you have to turn your paper diagonal and do your stamping in that direction for this one. So this was the original card that I made with a group, but I thought it was easier to direct you this way. And I don't see that one way is any better or worse than the other. I liked them both. But now you can take the same pattern and do it this way and get a little bit different look. And this one I used very vanilla, and I used the timber. I never know the names of these, the proper names, but it was the timber, let's see, yeah, timber embossing folder for this one. All right, our mystery card is revealed. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked this card, this layout. I hope you'll do it again and experiment with it. Experiment with different embossing folders and different papers and turning it a different way. So yeah, here's this one too. I think I can get them all three on here. Sort of. Anyway, thank you for watching and participating in Mystery Thursday. And I would love to see your card. So if you'll either go to the other Facebook page, the Stampin' Dee Dee's Doings and Designs, and post it in the album there, or go to my blog and post it in the comments. I would love to see your photo. All right. God bless you. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.